Hi, this is Travis, and welcome to week 6 of our little chat here, letting you know what's going on at the Capitol. So on Wednesday of this week, the Senate took up and passed Senate Bill 154, the bill that clarifies some of the provisions that were in 4D that passed during the special session last year pertaining to the Surfside response. They passed it unanimously, have sent it over to the House. The House is taking a look at it. We had negotiated back and forth. There's a couple of issues that they would like to tweak. So on Monday, they'll take up the Senate bill essentially and amend it with those items that are outstanding, many of which are technical, but they will make some changes, it appears, and then send the bill back to the Senate. So then the Senate will probably more than likely take up those changes, approve them, and send the bill then to the governor. But again, a lot of negotiations still going on. One of the provisions, for instance, is dealing with 25 years as opposed to 30 years. The Senate had just said, look, instead of this bifurcation, the way the law is now, if you're near the coast, it's 25 years. If you're more inland, it's 30 years. Couldn't figure out exactly how to measure that 3 miles from the shoreline issue. So they had just said, look, let's just make everything 30 years, give local governments the ability, if they would like, to change it down to 25. The House would rather just make it 25 years. That could be a sticking point between the two chambers, but we'll see how that works out. Otherwise, it's just really some naming of association instead of owners, etc. So we'll keep working on that. We're working on a bill dealing with association administration. The bill that we had talked about, 919, Senate Bill 1114, did not move this week. The Senate bill is quite different in one area regarding findings. It just affects HOAs, both bills. That the House does not approve of those changes that were made on the finding issue. So we'll see how that shakes out. What ends up passing there. I'm not sure anything passes, but if it does, I'm more confident really as I kind of handicap it now that the Senate version would be the one that goes. But again, we're keeping an eye on that and working that well. There's another bill dealing with was flags for homeowners associations that now has kind of changed into storage issues as well as artificial turf. So we're working to kind of narrow that as well. So a lot of different issues continue to move. The bill dealing with construction defects has gone to the governor as of yesterday. So he now has 7 days to approve that or veto it, or it would become law without his signature. So I know many of you are emailing him, raising concerns as to how that impacts associations and how the date needs to be turnover for the beginning of that 7-year statute of repose. So I know that gets into the weeds a little bit, but appreciate you making sure that your voice is heard with the governor on that. And we'll see, should that get signed, and that's something that we'll need to clarify next year. Have a great day. And we'll be back here next week, kind of getting into the home stretch. Thank you.